Hello and welcome to a very brief late night vlog, and I'm doing this because I'm just bloody mad. I'm not happy at all. It makes me angry when things like this happen. I'm usually quite a tolerant man, quite a patient man, but if there's one thing that really gets on my flipping nerves, and I'm trying not to swear, it's continuity announcers. I've mentioned it loads of times online. Continuity announcers when they waffle over the end credits of films. You know, it's like if you're in the cinema and they start shouting over the end credits that, you know, maybe Avengers Endgame is coming to an end and you can go and watch, I don't know, Mary Poppins or whatever else on another screen. I know that's not showing at the moment and that it's just come out on DVD anyway, but you know what I mean? It's the fact that you just can't be allowed to enjoy something without being shouted at about what's coming next. And tonight, BBC Two have shown 2001: A Space Odyssey, and I get that, you know, the BBC have like a sort of mindset that's very corporate and just very commercial, even though they're not a commercial channel, and but they just act like a commercial channel, and they just think that let's just promote about whatever else is coming up, even if it's on very late at night and not many people will be watching it anyway. And even if they are going to be wanting to watch it, they'll probably watch it on the iPlayer where it's a bit easier to catch up and you can pause stuff and so on. But over this weekend, they've just shown 2001: A Space Odyssey. As I talk now, they're showing Paths of Glory, which came straight after. And on the Sunday night on BBC 4 at 9 o'clock, they're showing Barry Lyndon. I've not seen either Paths of Glory or Barry Lyndon. Apparently Paths of Glory is great. Barry Lyndon, a little bit long. This is a 3-hour film. But what in the... what is the matter with them? I mean, it's one thing... Okay, if they have to talk over anything, and it really pains my fucking arse that they do it. If they have to talk over anything, you know, make it like the end credits of EastEnders, where it's the same bloody music every single flipping day. But, you know, 2001: A Space Odyssey, if you've not seen it, it's on the iPlayer, go and watch it. I'm pretty sure it would be on the iPlayer. But the end credits, well, and a lot of the time throughout the film, maybe they thought we'd heard it enough. But anyway, at the end credits of the film, it starts playing the Blue Danube again. And again, maybe they thought they'd heard it enough because it plays an awful lot during the film itself. And they just thought, well, sod it. You know, people have heard it enough. Let's just waffle, blah, blah, blah. I actually thought, I made a joke about it on Facebook beforehand. There's no way they'll actually, you know, they'll talk over it. So I just joked that I can't wait for the end credits to run and for BBC Two's Red Bee Media waffling continuity announcers. Continuity sounds a bit like continuity, doesn't it? That's because you're there ahead of me. I just thought that there's no way they'd do it, so I'll just make a joke about how they're going to waffle over the end credits. And lo and behold, they did. You got the sort of, well, the sort of the everything leading up to the end credits with the Also Sprach Zarathustra music playing, and then that sort of comes to a crescendo, and then it's all very soft and quiet. And then the Blue Danube starts just as the very, very brief end credits start. And I thought, I had my finger over the mute button on the remote just in case. I didn't think I'd have to use it. And often when I have my finger, you know, when it's something that there's just normally there's no way they'd talk over it. If I have my finger over the mute button of the remote control, they don't talk. So it's like I'm sort of transmitting in ESP style, not to talk. Yeah, and then they don't say anything, and I think I did that because I had my finger over the mute button. If I had not had my finger over that mute button, and I was using that finger, yeah. Can you hear this? If I didn't have my finger over that mute button, then they would just waffle endlessly. So I have my finger in position, and that stops them doing it. True. I mean, I've been hating this for years. I mean, I know they've been doing it for years. And I even remember one particular time, I'm going back, I mean, I say it's 20 years since Kubrick died. And that's why they're showing these films. but it was in 1997 and 1999. We had series 1 and 2 of The Lakes on BBC One. Brilliant, brilliant drama with John Sim. And one of the few things I remember at the time that was in 16:9, and the DVDs that came out were cropped to 4:3, was a bloody fucking ridiculous. And nothing ever came. There was certainly no Blu-ray that came later on, and there's never been any other re-release as far as I know. So they're forever cropped to 4:3 when it's a brilliant drama. But they just, I'm not sure whether it's series 1 or series 2. It's probably series 2. There's 6 episodes in each series. Every single episode ended with a different piece of music. I remember one was by a very good band, Garbage. So the song is definitely not Garbage. It's probably, I presume they name themselves that in an ironic way. But I think the song's called Living Without You. But that's what they sing an awful lot of. I can't remember offhand. I should have looked it up. And that was one of the songs throughout at the end of one of the episodes. I say every episode ended with a different song which represented something that had happened in that episode, a key moment in that episode. And so it wasn't like EastEnders, as I say, where every single episode ends with exactly the same music, and it doesn't really matter if you talk over it because you can play it in your head. This drama ended with a different piece of music every episode, and so you think this is the one time they would actually shut the mother-loving up and let it play. No. They just waffle, waffle, waffle. Fucking cunts. Really are. Oh, God almighty. If Ted Hastings knew about this, he'd be going, oh, mother of God. Oh. Well, not really a lot I can say. I think I've got my point across there. Just continuity announcers. What is the fucking point of them? They're there just to tell you the obvious. They're there just to tell you things that you already know about, what's on the TV guide. Well, if you've got a TV guide, and I'm pretty sure you can pick one up on your phone, there's like TV24 and TV Guide. Those are a couple. Well, I was having problems with TV24, so that's why I ditched it and got TV Guide instead, and they're both free. And it's making me ill just thinking about it all. Anyway, but you don't need to be told by some waffling dick on the TV about what's coming up next, because you can fucking see it for yourself. Even on your TV, you've got a button that says it with an eye, and you press the eye, and it shows you what's on now and next. Even if you've not got a button that says guide, that gives you the whole guide coming up over the next 7 days at the very least. Well, I've got a lot of words I could use. Tony Lord Hall, BBC Director General. A lot of words. I could even sum it down just to 2 words for you. But I probably would just best use these 2 instead. Cue Genesis.